Africa is the single largest regional membership bloc in the ICC, a testament to the internal recognition of the need to address the commission of serious international crimes in the region.
If you cannot have hearings at the national level, for a variety of reasons, Kenya comes to mind, what other options are possible? Is it possible to pool a number of countries in a region and have hearings in another country?
The continent of Africa had a special interest in the establishment of the ICC because its people had for centuries endured human rights atrocities. We also work with the National Human Rights Commission because from the experience of Kenya, we've seen that national institutions should be part of this mobilization effort to ensure that the court is strengthened and to ensure that Africa does not withdraw from its support for the courts.
Now, the toughest challenge recently is the argument that the court is only going after African leaders. What's wrong with that? It's, shouldn't Africa be celebrating the fact that the court cares so much about African victims?
I will not follow the advice not to open a case in Africa. I'm not sure if I will open a case in Africa or not. I will follow the law. I will not follow ideas to try to compensate, to reduce perceptions. I believe this idea that we are bad because we're wrong, because we're in Africa, is just political propaganda of the perpetrators. You know that. I know that. So, had zero foundations. I will not adjust the law to this stupid political propaganda. It's a huge mistake. Huge mistake.
And if we look at the decades of impunity and we look at how the crisis happened in Kenya, we know that if nothing happens between now and 2012 when the next elections are going to be held, Kenya is certainly, almost certainly, going to degenerate in worse conflict than we saw in 2007, 2008. There's a certainty. One of the reasons why Kenyans keep saying we want international intervention in some form, ICC preferably, is the fact that our institutions have collapsed entirely. But eventually Kofi Annan handed over the famous envelope to Luis Moreno-Ocampo, and we have videos of him opening the envelope and then shutting it, but also the 6 or 7 boxes of evidence that came to him, and he keeps telling us that they are sifting through it. We hope we won't take 2 or 3 years sifting through that evidence.
For us in government, as a representative of Kenya, we see a country that is a leader on the continent of Africa, one that has the largest economy on our side of the continent, one with a very vibrant press, and relatively speaking, a very open and practicing democracy. So, do we have challenges in Kenya? Of course, we have very many challenges. And so if there is one factor, one issue that is the matter with the continent of Africa is the lack of institutions. And that's why we see from one country to another, whenever there is a change of leadership, whether it's Gabon or Maribongos or Madagascar or whatever else, there is always a slippery period because of lack of institutions. So we welcome this interest in the development of institutions, because any society without institutions then would not go very far.
In Kenya, we did zero investigation, and we are on the front page of the newspapers each day, because the issue is impunity is not more an option. That's the reality today. That's why we're at a different level. It's the end of impunity. It's the end of the culture of impunity. That's it. Ended.